talk about the high-end luxury and exotic car market. What a crazy last year and a half it's been. I remember last October when the market cratered, the stock market went down, and a lot of people were liquidating and getting rid of stuff, and cars got really cheap. Everything got really cheap. Nobody knew if the world was ending or not. But sure enough, the world didn't end, and you know, the market for the cars came back so quick that that it's really been amazing and frustrating at the same time. Pre-owned exotic cars and pre-owned luxury cars are doing more today than they were 2 years ago. I personally, with my business, I remember I call them flush saled. I dumped about 10 units and lost about 10 grand each on them. That was a $100,000 loss I took in November of 2008, and I remember that day like it was yesterday, because as well as anybody would when you lose that kind of money. But the market is really screwy right now, because you know, you're going to the auctions and the dealers are willing to pay premium money for product, and I think it's because the new car sales are down, and they're down so low that the owners are sending their managers to the auctions and saying, we need pre-owned inventory, because that's what the consumer's demanding. The consumer is walking into a new car store, and they're demanding a pre-owned product. Consumers getting smarter with the economy adjustment and the correction that we've gone through here. What we're looking at now is the consumer would prefer to not lose $20,000 when they drive the car off the lot. They'd rather buy pre-owned and let somebody else, you know, take the hit in depreciation. So you know, the market is really screwy. It's very frustrating to buy and sell cars in this market today. The book values, they're not even correcting, which is even more frustrating. If you pull up an auction report and you look at what they're doing in, it's called MMR, Manheim Market Report, and you see what the cars are doing at the auction, you know, it's 4 or 5 grand more than retail in Kelley Blue Book and NADA. You know, these book values aren't catching up because it takes 3 or 4 months for them to adjust. Let's stop here for a second. You know, it's just extremely frustrating to buy cars, especially when you have to buy before the book values adjust for the consumer. I'll buy a batch of 10 cars and bring them back to our shop. We'll recondition them, we'll picture them, we'll advertise, and you know, only for the consumer to call us and say, listen, you know, you have a car that's advertised at $50,000, but Kelley Blue Book retail is $46,000. The problem there lies is Kelley Blue Book doesn't have the car, we do. And that's where the market's at. And it takes 2 to 3 months for that book value to adjust and to come up to reality. But here's the kicker. It's coming up to reality, but where is reality? We don't know right now, because I'll tell you what we're looking at is a 25% increase in value in pre-owned product in the next 365 days. That's a significant increase. You know, and I'll tell you this, so that means if I have $1 million worth of cars, I'm going to need $1.25 million in order to run my business in 365 days. It's almost worth just buying a group of cars, having them sit on my lot, and going and selling them next year. I'll make $250,000 just sitting still. I mean, it's just really screwy. It's tough to figure out. So if you're a consumer and you're shopping and you're going on these dealers' websites and you're seeing these crazy prices, and I'm sure they look crazy, you have to take that into consideration. The market does not make sense right now, and it's on an upward trend, and it's not going to change. People aren't buying new cars. The new car manufacturers are coming out with these crazy incentives, 10, 30, 40, 50 grand off a window sticker. I mean, I've seen some Bentley window stickers for 40 grand off. I mean, that's crazy. You know, the incentives are unbelievable for new cars, and people still aren't doing it. They're still not falling for it. They still don't want to take that depreciation.